Huh. Well, would you look at that? I had to pull out the claws again. Because today, we're going to snatch a couple of souls. Shall we? Welcome to the PrinceOnyx Network. So, I see the gender wars strikes again. In this case of J. Cole versus No Name. Let's dive on in, shall we, my people? Come on in, follow me. So apparently, well, shit, it's not even apparent, but No Name had, I almost called her by her former name, but No Name, formerly known as No Name Bleep, because it's a rather offensive term. I hate using it myself. But No Name had tweeted this now deleted tweet where she was calling out rappers who were not speaking out, who were not opening up their purses, their wallets, who were not giving back and doing what everyone else or some people in the community of celebritydom are doing. And a lot of people thought that she was talking about both Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. When in actuality, still to this day, people don't know who she was talking about. But some people, including myself, is leaning towards her actually throwing jabs at them because they are two of the more conscious rappers out of the dyslexicon of rapology, of hip-hopology. They are the two who are speaking about this stuff in their music, but as far as seeing them protest, you actually have seen them. There's credible proof of them being involved in these different protests from the time of Mike Brown to now. So, but they just don't post about it on social media like, hell, Rick Ross, even though I can't recall if he posted the picture himself or if the Shade Room did it because somebody sent it to him. But whatever the case is, Kendrick and J. Cole are not really on social media that much. Either way, J. Cole then took it upon himself to make the song Snow on the Bluff, where he was essentially calling her out. A lot of people were saying, oh no, he wasn't calling her out, he wasn't talking about her. No, in actuality, he was talking about her. And he was just saying how, like, I think she's talking about me, and her tone is, I didn't like her tone, which, time out, I will have to call you out on that. You cannot check a black woman's tone. You're just going to have to hold that L and leave that alone. That is where J. Cole has to hold that L. But when it comes to No Name, it's like, what's interesting to me is the hypocrisy with her, because just 6 months ago, this girl was literally calling out her poor, she was mad at and berating her poor black fans because they were unable to attend her shows and her concerts, and she was tired of performing in front of a majority, if not entirely white audience. She got tired of feeling like she was the minstrel jester, if you will. God damn, y'all. But then it's Juneteenth, so that's why the fireworks is going off. So I'm letting them have it. I'm letting them hold it. Letting them hold it. Anyway, she got tired of being a minstrel jester, if you will. She got tired of feeling like she was buck dancing and shucking and jiving. She got tired of it. And rightfully so. That is her right as a woman, especially as a black woman. So she decided to fall back from rap and focus on her book club, which, apparently from what people are saying, it's not an official book club. But you didn't hear that from me. Anyways, so here you have No Name basically calling him out, this, that, and the third. And now since then she's made a response song. Haven't heard her song. Haven't even heard J. Cole's song. I can be honest with y'all. Do I feel like listening to it? No. But what I need people to realize, for all you sensitive idiots out there, I had to censor myself for a second. All you sensitive idiots out there, this is hip hop. You say something on wax, somebody responds. That's literally the call and response, which was one of the foundations which is one of the foundations of hip hop. Diss records have been around since hip hop's inception. So you saying something on, so what makes y'all think that in this new digital age that you saying something on the digital space of Twitter and its dyslexicon that's not going to get somebody to clap back at you on wax? We've seen this happen countless times before. Now, granted, again, J. Cole can definitely hold the L when it comes to trying to check a black woman's tone, because it's like, bruh, look, just leave it alone. But he then, not even, fuck it, y'all can call it backtracking, but he then came out and was like, hey, yo, look, I follow her, I respect her, woo, 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 this, that, and the third. No harm, no foul. He didn't mean anything by it. But, you know, you have people who feel as though, you know, it is what it is, and oh, we can't forgive you for that, so let's cancel J. Cole. Let's go ahead and cancel J. Cole. How many times we have to tell y'all cancel culture ain't real, baby? Cancel culture is a load of shit. It's not real. You can withdraw your support from somebody, yes, that's fine, but you do not have the power of these institutions who choose these people and state these people and bring these people into their institutions of the music industry to cancel them. The only person who was really successfully canceled was a Chrisette Michele. And still to this day, that woman has not recovered. And it saddens me because I was a fan of hers. It truly does. And I still like her older music. I'm not really checking for her newer stuff. But it's sad because she was casted out. But someone like Kanye West has been countlessly protected over and over and over again. And my question is, well, was No Name calling out Kanye? Was she calling out, you know, well, who was she calling out? But again, see, that's the thing, because she was so subliminal with it. She didn't name no names. And see, that's the thing. You got to be careful as a rapper when you finna be subliminal, because then everybody who thinks you're talking about them, that's grounds for anybody to respond and be like, sis, I've been doing this, that, and the third, so don't be trying to come for me because I'm not blasting my shit on social media. Yes, visibility is important. Yes, seeing these people open up their purse, their wallet, and actually giving back, yes, that is important. Because No Name and Kalani and a whole bunch of other celebrities were giving about it. I saw from her and Kalani, they both gave $1,000 to the Freedom Fund, the bailout, to bail out the protesters in Minneapolis a couple of weeks ago. So yes, I did see that. I did. But with No Name, it's like she has to hold this L too, because it's like you berated your black poor fans, working poor fans, who they support your music, but because of the situation of economics and poverty and, you know, surviving and living check to check, you want to berate them and get mad at them because they can't show up to your concerts, when you're in this position where you can do a benefit concert, charge $25 or some shit like that. You know what? But then again, I'm a black man, so I can't tell a black woman what to do, so let me shut up. But here she goes, and here he goes, and here the both of them go, and then you got black men and women, gay, straight, and all types, everybody just going at each other on Twitter. I'm tired of this gender war because we keep falling into it. Tired of it. This is ridiculous. When are we going to realize that this is literally just set up for us to keep falling for the okie doke? Because again, with stuff dying down, quote unquote, another one of the officers who had a hand in George Floyd's death got out on bail today, if not the other day, during the weekend of Juneteenth. Ain't that some whew. Wow. I just don't know what to make of it, y'all. I don't know what else to say. Other than, again, you know, No Name, you literally got mad and quit music. And, you know, it's funny how you say that you swear up and down that you hate academia. You hate academia. But when people look at your tweets, it's filled with nothing but academia. So how is it that you're using something that you hate? You're a hypocrite too, sis, my sister. You're a hypocrite too. Hell, you're associated with Chance the Rapper, who ignored the cries and not even pleads, but the calling out of his rapist homeboy, his assaulting circle, we'll just say that, of homeboys. Yeah, you're associated with Chance the Rapper, who ignored the calling out of his homeboys who were deviants. And he didn't believe them until it was too late and until his coin was threatened. Then he wanted to do that apology tour and do that interview with whoever he did it with, and just be so sympathetic and so empathetic to the plight of the black woman. But if he really cared about black women, I mean, you would be bigger than you are. And that's not to say that she isn't big per se, but not big in the way that she wants. Because now, No Name, what you're doing now, you're getting all this attention because you're trying to be this generation's, I guess you're trying to be the next Ida B. Wells. Which if you are, let me just go ahead and sit you all the way down. Because there was only one, count 'em, one Ida B. Wells. There was only one Sojourner Truth. There was only one Harriet Tubman. There was only one Rosa Parks. There was only one Betty Shabazz. There was only one Coretta Scott King. And the countless many others. There was only one Billie Holiday and one Nina Simone. And the countless other women who paved the way. So you can just, be yourself, be you. And I'm not saying that she's claiming the title of Ida B. Wells, so don't y'all go off in the comment section on little old me. Nah. I'm just saying that she too has to hold this L. Both of them got to hold this L. The long way and the short way. Because again, this gender war is getting ridiculous at this point. It's stupid and it keeps dividing us. You know what? You look, again, this is hip hop. To all the sensitive folks out there, this is what happens. You say something about me, I respond back. Oh, you respond back. And then you know what? Hell, they might end up going on IG Live pretty soon because I feel it in my spirit. They're going to end up going on IG Live soon or having some type of sit-down conversation, which both of the teams are probably telling them have it out publicly, so therefore they'll go live on Instagram together and they'll talk things out. Hell, he might do an actual song with her. Y'all got to realize, again, this is the art of war, and we need to be together more than we need to be separate. Got a little tongue-tied there. We as black people need to understand that any and every tactic is being used against us. So instead of us being separate and going after each other in this this lexicon and all of this emotionalism and this, that, and the third, and this cancel culture and this other bullshit, we need to come together, because this right here, this ain't it. This ain't it, No Name, and this ain't it, J. Cole. And if one of them see it or somebody on their team sees it or whatever, I don't give a damn, because it doesn't affect me. Because if I was in a room with No Name, yes, I would call her out on her shit, just like in the same breath I would call out my brother J. Cole. We have to if we're living in the age of accountability and holding people accountable, we need to be able to hold both parties involved. Do not just hold one party accountable and then let the other get away like the swiper no swiping. Do not let the other party get away like the damn hamburglar, which is another part of cop propaganda by way of corporations, but that's beside the point. We need to be able to hold both people accountable, both parties involved, or however many parties are involved, and not just try to find a way to justify being one-sided in our accountability. Because that's what I've also been noticing too with this gender war, is it's very, very, very one-sided. The whole idea and concept of accountability is really one-sided when I think about it, and when you think about it too. As much as you want to ignore that, and as much as you want to pretend like it doesn't exist. Baby girl, baby boy, an individual in my gender non-binary or gender non-conforming individual. Wow. You're being one-sided. So stop that. Get some help. Hell, people literally came from, Gary Gray, because he was calling out the male privilege in that video where this white man in Florida, in this suburban little area in Florida, was threatening some fucking children. He was threatening some teenage black girls, and one of the black girls went to go get their grandfather. The grandfather came out. The white man immediately, he immediately respected him, even though the grandfather was black. But he showed that man immediate respect, but was willing to threaten to run these black girls over. And Gary Gray was simply saying, damn, that's fucked up, how he was essentially saying that the white man literally was literally, he just changed his whole posture and everything, his whole je ne sais quoi. He changed up when the man came out. But when you were talking to some girls, some children, You want to threaten them and say all types of shit like, oh, you shouldn't be here, you don't belong here, this, that, and the third. Again, threatening to run them over. So it took somebody of your size, your age probably, don't know, but it took somebody of the same gender. You know, you gave him respect off the strength of him being a man. That's fucked up. But oh, people wanted to drag Gary Gray for calling out male privilege. What is going on? What is... I'm exhausted, y'all. The Prince is tired. So me and my thoughts, we will see y'all later. Peace.
Welcome to the PrinceOnyx Network.